And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. Back. Well, all right. Let's get moving and grooving here. Let me sit back in I got a new setup here, so give me just a moment. We have a couple donations already. And thank you guys for being here, showing up. I haven't been on I won't take up too much time, but I haven't been online in about a month. And there's a lot that's been going on behind the scenes. Bailey, thank you so much. All right, so let me get this list growing here. Let me know if my audio is okay. Up first, I have AIV. Then I have SB for 2. Then we have Bailey. That's what we have going on here. I don't even think I've burned any herbs in this new setup either, which is exciting. So let me I think we're going to start with Palo Santo. I think it's going to be a safe bet, I feel like. Welcome in. Please let me know if my audio is coming through okay. Archangel Michael, please protect this space. Please keep the energy clear, high vibe, positive. Please help bring forward messages that people need to hear from me today. Spirit, I ask that you open me up to be a clear channel so that I can communicate for the highest and greatest of all, and so it is. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I think I'm all right. I think my audio is okay. I just haven't seen any feedback from you guys at all. And we're gonna do a little hydration check over here. Hey, Bailey, welcome in. We got AIV, we got SB, we got Bailey on deck. AIV, whenever you're ready, we're gonna get right into it. Welcome, welcome. I got a new setup. Chris! Hi, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up. So, I moved and I have a new desk and a new chair and I'm in a new place. So this is my first live stream. It took me a lot longer to get set up than I thought it was going to, and I love my new chair. It's like one of those crisscross chairs, so I can just like chill over here. So anywho, I'm stoked, and yeah, I hope all is well. Okay. We got Chris on deck too. Yes. I moved to my forever home. So I still have a bit of work to do, but I'm just glad to be in. The cats are settled. It's been a process. I had to do a bit of renovation, and let's just say I under anticipated how much time it was going to take me to do everything I wanted to do. But it's every day it looks better and better, so we're getting there. We are getting there, but yeah, I will probably stay here forever. That's the plan for now. I feel like my motto this year has been like, we make plans and God laughs. That when I go see my massage guy, I'm gonna be like, hey bro, sorry I haven't seen you all year, but anywho, let me update the list. I have AIV. SB, are you here? We'll take you next. I know Bailey is here, and then I know Chris is here. So excited to do readings with you guys. All right, Spirit, let's warm her up. Let's warm her up. Yeah, I have barely done much readings. All right, I'm going to take SB first, and we're just going to keep moving down the line. If you guys do see AIG, or I'm sorry, AIV, then AIV can, pop in, whatever. But yeah, if you're called to donate, let me know. My reading list is not closed, so let me change my banner. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. You guys know the drill. Thank you guys for letting me take so much time off. I was working my ass off. I will not sugarcoat it. So, all right, cool. SB, we got SB for 2. And we're going to get right into it. Thank you guys for letting me chat for a little bit. And all right, SB, welcome back. Yes, things are well. I moved. You would like a general. All right, that's a good one to warm back up with, I feel like. Spirit, we are doing a reading for SB. General for SB. General for SB. Girl, oh my God. Okay, here's the deal. Holy. All right, SB, let's get it, okay? I think it's time for you to go dark for a while. I think it's time for you to, and this isn't all bad, but it is a little bit intense. And here's what I'm seeing for you. You need to make yourself a number one priority right now. Because I think that there is a lot of, I think I said this to someone the other day, like where I get lost in the sauce. Like I think that you are either lost in the sauce of other people's junk, or you're absorbing the junk of others, okay? Or you are not giving yourself enough time to rest, which thank you, Spirit, for delivering these messages through other people's readings. I feel like you're kind of on a path to burnout. I feel like you're giving, you said, but you're right. I had to put some friendships on hold, but I promise you I don't feel terrible. But no. So okay, so that makes sense here. I think there was heartbreak. We have the heartbreak card here. And there could have been something that made you a little bit broken up over what happened here. But this isn't, I'm getting a feeling of exhaustion more so than like I'm weeping and I'm really upset about it. I think you need to take a minute. The 4 of Swords is an invitation for us to take a rest, take a step back, right? And see what's like care for ourselves. But I feel like a possible toxic trait of yours could be, I need to continue showing up for other people and be everything to everyone. But you're in a place right now where I don't think that you have capacity to do that. Right now is a time to honor yourself, not take anything else more on your plate, okay? And allow certain things that don't feel in alignment with you to just be an ending. AIV, you'll be next. Yeah, we're just going to allow, I have one more for SB and then we'll go right back to you. Make sure you guys like it, sub. I feel like this is weird. I haven't been on it. I feel like it's been like a month. So what do I have next here? We have the 10 of Swords and the Page of Wands. This is you bravely moving forward when you feel like you're well and rested. Some of the friendships that you say are on hold, you might actually walk away from altogether. Oh, let me find my Astro dice. Oh no. My astro dice are, hold on. Oh, perfect. Here they are. Thank the Lord. Okay. I thought they were somewhere else, but they're here. Cool. So, yeah, this is a message of resting, stop taking anything else on your plate, honoring things where things are dead and letting them stay there. Like, you're like, yeah, you know, some of these friendships are on hold. Some of these friendships probably can remain dead. They can remain on hold forever. I feel like. If that resonates for you. Let me know if you need any clarification. Welcome in, guys. Let me know if my audio is okay. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? I was having some issues earlier, but I think everything is fixed. All right, SB, general reading. What else is going on here? We have the 5th house. We have the sun and we have Scorpio. So the 5th house is about children. The 5th house, you know, is ruled by Leo. It's about joy, fun, spontaneity, things like this, okay? The sun in Scorpio is asking you to go deep with yourself and make sure that your needs are met and the needs of I think you have one child, right? Or if you do have kids, the needs of your kids are met on a deep level. Your needs are met on a deep level before you're out there and about dating as well. There could be, if there is a Knight of Cups that you're talking to, or maybe that you recently also put on hold, someone that also could be a water sign or a Scorpio here, okay, with this Knight of Cups energy. If you need a break, like take a break. Take a day off of work and just like rest and sleep. Because I feel like you were either going at a rate that just was not sustainable. I'll keep my distance until I think we're on different pages. Yeah. I hate that. And what else did you say? After June, I'll be done with that. Yeah, so hi, Jessica. Welcome in. It's great to see you, girl. What else do I want to say about this, SB? Before you entertain anyone on a serious level when it comes to dating, make sure like all of your needs are met by yourself for, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. If you're working on something with your child, okay? Because I just feel like there's a lot going on and you need to kind of take a little break from the world for a minute here to kind of get your energy back and rest. And other people might try to pull you back into their drama, right? And you may have to take a break from that. So, or just, you know, be unavailable for a while, okay? So I will leave that with you. In Spirit's Blessing, we have one more as we're getting ready. So I have one more for SB, and then I'm going to go back to the top of the batting order. Spring training is underway for MLB baseball. Not reaching out. Yeah, just take a break. You need to get your energy back. So I'm assuming my audio is all good. All right, so let me see what else I got here. I have SB, AIV, then I have Bailey, and we have Chris. Cool. That's where we're at right now. If you're called to donate, let me know. And you guys know the drill. Okay, we are back to SB number 2. SB wants to know, I'm just going to call them B's feelings for me. Haven't seen him in 8 years. We'll see him in NYC next month. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, yes, all good. Perfecto. All right, Spirit, show me. What are B's feelings for? I'm kind of laughing a little bit here. I'm feeling like they're a little bit of a playful, a little bit flirty energy. with this B person, okay? B, what are B's feelings for SB? You will see them in New York City next month. Here's the Page of Cups. Is this someone you dated when you were younger or in childhood? Knight of Wands could be very attractive here. Queen of Cups, someone that you used to have feelings for. Wow, look at the progression of this. So before I pull any more, I almost feel like, just intuitively, I'm just going to flow with this. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the King of Wands. I do think that you guys have known each other for a period of time, and there is going, a lot can happen in 8 years. A lot can happen in 8 years, and I feel like you guys have both really matured and blossomed into the people that that your soul has really called you to be. You may have been a Page of Cups when you were younger. He may have been a Knight of Wands when he was younger. And I feel like now, 8 years later, you get to see each other evolved as this Queen and the King, which is really cool. The Queen of Cups and King of Wands, although they're not the same element, water and fire make steam. So it definitely could be a little bit of a spicy connection here. We have the 8 of Swords, we have the 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is very playful, right? This other card wanted to fly out. We have the Page of Pentacles. The top, I have the 10 of Cups. So there's definitely feelings here, okay? There's feelings here. I think that you guys are both equally excited here with the 6 of Wands to see each other. However, I want to talk about the womp womp brass tacks, right? I think that there is there's some type of challenge, whether that be time, distance, or circumstance. Why? I have the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles, and I say this sometimes in readings. How you said he's very empathetic toward me, which is very nice, and it could be you could be the King of Wands, he could be Queen of Cups, regardless of the gender situation. But I will say the King of Wands at his best is actually a warm and caring person, right? Someone who cares about people and wants to take care of people. But I will say that there is some type of circumstance, distance, or timing that it's like, how realistic is this connection in the long term? However, there are real feelings here. And I think that both of you guys have equally, you said he keeps my spirits up. I think that you've kept his spirits up with this 8 of Wands and the Page of, hold on, I get to roll out my Oracle card. I don't know how this thing fit in my car without spilling over, but I made it happen. The 8 of Wands and the Page of Wands, yeah, I think that there was a real playful connection here, keeping each other's spirits up. There is genuine connection. There is genuine deep feelings. I dare say even feelings of love between the two of you, or there was at some point. But in terms of like, where does this thing go and how can we make this a reality? There seems to be some type of challenge there, but a challenge that can be overcome in time, because the 8 of Swords is more about a mental blockage than an actual physical blockage. East Coast, West Coast, well, that'll do it. And it's not to say, you can't figure out. Spirit, show me, how does he feel? How does he feel? How does he feel? He feels like there's room to grow. He feels like you guys are loyal to I feel like he feels like you're a very loyal person. I also feel like there's some things about his past that he's improved on that he wants to show you. Like, I am more mature now. I am more of in my king energy, and I want to show you that I am also loyal and that I can also grow something over time with this garden energy. And the scythe is kind of him cutting things away And I feel like that's more so about his personality, or there may have been some things that you saw about his personality that weren't very, shall I say, becoming of him in the past. Let me know if that resonates. Spirit, show me. But yeah, I think he really cares about you. He loves talking to you. He's excited to see you. I think you guys are attracted to each other. And I think there is real feelings. And you, even if it is a little bit more platonic, like you can still love a platonic friendship here, right? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Finances and career, he could be figuring something out with finances and career as well, and making the effort. So he definitely is having romantic feelings for you, and he feels like, great love is worth taking steps that you're guided to take. So making the effort here in terms of growing something. So he probably has had some thoughts of like, you're a good person, you're loyal, could this be something? I don't think that this is something that would happen quickly with the Seven of Pentacles. I think this is something that would evolve over time, okay? Let me see what the Astro Dice say, and then AIV, you are up next. And then we have Bailey and Chris on deck. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for coming back. I know I took like a month off. I really appreciate you guys. What else do we have here? We have, again, Scorpio Sun. We rolled that last time for you. In the third house. The third house of communication. I have Mercury in Scorpio, and even though I can be a little bit long-winded and whatever, I won't sit here and put myself down. Mercury in Scorpio is very intense. It's like, let's get to the point and let's be really clear, and let's talk about the ugly thing first before we dig into the light and airy and fairy kind of stuff. Mercury Scorpio energy like really goes for the jugular and just wants to get in. We want to know exactly what's going on, warts and all, and like no time to waste. Like, let's just figure this the F out, right? And I think it's important for you guys, and I think you guys have had some very real conversations, important conversations, even conversations that may have been uncomfortable. I think is able to help both of you guys bond and heal, but you want to make sure you're not necessarily trauma bonding with that person as well. But yeah, I think he is attracted to you. He's excited to see you. He does have feelings for you, and he's curious to see if this thing could grow over time. So that's what I'm seeing for you, SB. SB, thank you so freaking much. Jessica, thank you so much. All right, AIV is up next. AIV, let's do it, boo. All right, let's get after it. All right. All right, and so my list is AIV, Bailey, Chris, and Jess. Cool. I'm feeling good. I'm in the flow. We got this. All right. So AIV sent me a message yesterday. Thank you so much. You are a Pisces. In February, I met a guy online, a Scorpio. It was random. We had differences, but we would talk and even have feelings. Ever since March, I've looked for him. He's gone. What happened is communication over. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to read that out loud. Okay. So what happened is the communication over. Thank you so much. Yep, I had to move, and it was a long journey, but I'm here to stay. I am here to stay. Okay. right, so what happened with this Scorpio? Spirit, show me. Let me get my feet on the ground. Newbie, thank you so much for keeping our list moving and grooving. Let me see what I'm picking up here with this Scorpio. This person was not completely honest with you. AIV, this person was not completely honest with you, and I think that this is not the first time that they have done this with somebody. I think that they are lonely and they're looking for an outlet. I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't want to hurt your feelings here at all. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was actually in a relationship. And I also just want to say, you know, hugs to you. Like, I'm very sorry that this happened to you. What happened here? I don't think this person ever took this seriously. And sometimes there are guys that are out there that kind of, because of their own issues with women, you know, try to create little bonds like that. And they just kind of, they're on there to kind of, you know, waste our time 2025. So let me see here. What happened? Three of Swords. I think that at some point he realized that this was never going to be something in reality. And he may have played some games with you to kind of get you to feel some type of bond with him, Four of Swords, and then he just ghosted. So it's like, yeah, Knight of Cups, romance, 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 let's bond, and then I'm just going to poof, Two of Swords, change my mind, change things up on you. I also feel like when there were differences of things happening, like in the beginning, I don't think that this person was fully invested in this connection. And maybe I'm wrong too. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I'm picking up on. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. The Four of Cups and the Six of Cups. I think that this person is looking for connection. Now you guys, because of how my lights are, you can see how I'm talking with my hands here. Because this person, I gotta fix my lighting. Because this person is looking for connection, okay? I think that this is something they do where they find people online that they have these connections with, and they get a little dopamine hit, and then they kind of run away and disappear. Because I do think that there was a level where he realized that you were going to get hurt here with this Three of Swords energy. And the energy shifted up. He knew it wasn't going to be anything. I don't care what he said to you, what he told you. In reality, he could, even if he wasn't living with someone, like he could have had a relationship on the side that he wasn't feeling fulfilled, and he needed an outlet and a person to communicate with, validate him. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. And I feel like the person that he was with the Six of Cups energy, he could have potentially reconciled with them, or started talking to somebody else, or got in trouble, or went back into the loop, and then cut things off with you abruptly, or disappeared. And we have a Queen here, and then we have the King of Pentacles here. I think that he has another connection that he circles back around with, and he could have potentially got caught like talking to you. Again, I'm just a cat lady on the internet. I could be wrong, but this is what I'm picking up on. I think he's back with someone from his past. He's back with a wife or a girlfriend. And I think that I don't think that they ever necessarily really broke up. And I think he could have gotten caught talking to you or other women. I think that this is a pattern for him. And he abruptly changed everything up and just vanished. But when you deal with people who, do this, it's, there's not a whole lot of stability there. You know what I'm saying? We have Jupiter in the 9th house in Taurus. I also feel he did realize that, I think he realized that you were becoming invested in this, and he knew deep down that this was never going to grow, and that this wasn't going to be able to be a reality. And so he just, instead of explaining things to you, he simply vanished, which is really messed up. So, and I know it's hard to deal with something like this, but put yourself, if a friend came to you and told you what you just revealed to me, and let's say he pops up in, a couple months from now, there's really no excuse for, having a fake relationship with someone and then just, vanishing. Do you know what I mean? So I think the problem is with him, and I would encourage you to, I also feel like this is a lesson for you, and I'm not telling you guys to not, online date or, do it, y'all are grown, do whatever you want, but it is important to meet people in person to understand, who they are and how they operate before you kind of, get more involved in that kind of thing. But that's what I have for you. I'm very sorry you're dealing with that. We're going to move on to Bailey. Bailey, go ahead and post, girly. How are you doing? Bailey is up. We got Bailey. Ooh. All right, we got Bailey, we got Chris, and we got Jess. Communication is over for good, you ask? I would say that AIV, I would say that it's possible he could surface again, but would you really want to take someone back who's playing games with you like that? And I know what it's like I've, not with a virtual thing, but I've been there, right? Where it's I don't even I don't even know what reality is. I don't even know what happened, where I had, and the weird thing is I didn't even experience stuff like that until later in life, which was, felt very embarrassing for me. So there's no, we're all sisters here. We're all in this together, right? But I was I had never dated someone or talked to someone like that who lied about who they are or vanished. That wasn't until later in my 30s. And so as embarrassing and painful as it is, it will probably never happen again, right? Which is a blessing and a good thing. So you'll know what to look out for next time. It's possible he could resurface. It's up to you. I don't really know that you would want to go there. What would he say, right? Sorry, I vanished. Okay. It also, if it wasn't that deep, I would just let it go. I think sometimes relationships like that can be a little, dangerous. So, all right, Bailey, we are going to do a singles love reading, and thank you so much for being a channel member. All right, Spirit. All right, Spirit. Singles love reading for the lovely Bailey. Singles love reading. Ooh. I feel like I need something else. You guys, my new desk, it's one of those like sit and stand desks. So I can stand up and do readings if I wanted to. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's wicked awesome. All right, cool. All right, Bailey, let me see what I'm picking up here. Spirit, please connect me to Bailey's energy. Our lovely Bailey, you have such a sweet energy about you, Bailey. Give me one moment. There's such a, I just want to tell you this. I know this isn't what you asked me, but every time I connect with your energy, there's such a purity and a gentleness and an innocence about you. And I don't mean that in any negative way whatsoever. It's a very beautiful energy. I feel, hold on one second. I know this isn't what you asked, but I'm going to answer your question. Give me 1 second here. You lived some type of life, one of your past lives, you were extremely, I just want to say close to God, close to God, close to God. Like you were very spiritual and you were some type of spiritual servant, okay? Give me one moment here. That's not what you wanted to know, but I just had to say that. Give me 1 second here. Spirit, show me singles love reading for Bailey. Singles love reading for Bailey. Queen of Wands, meow, meow, meow. Okay, the Fool. Well, you're ready. I feel like you're ready to put yourself out there. You want to build something. You're ready to put yourself out there. Maybe you feel like there's some kind of glow. The Star, beautiful energy. Give me 1 moment here. 5 of Wands. Something is stirring within you. Something is stirring within you, Bailey, and I feel like you're like, I'm ready to put myself out there. I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to meet someone. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Wands. So I think that your head and your heart are a little bit, you're kind of wrestling with each other. Because there's this part of you, and I don't know if there was a recent glow up or you're feeling yourself and you're like, I want to get out there. I want to meet people. It's spring. Like spring has sprung and I want to get out there. And I really do feel like you have a cool style and a cool look about you where you are able to gain attention where you go, believe it or not. Like, regardless of like maybe how you're feeling about yourself right now, I think that you will be going through, or you have recently gone through a glow up and you're like, I'm ready to get out there and I want to find something real. But then there's this, the head part of you wants to do these things, and then your heart is like, do I really want to put myself out there, and what is it going to cost me, and how can I do this a different way? And I think I'm just going to close up and be defensive. There's this kind of battle within yourself about this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. And then at the top of the deck, we have, boom, the Ace of Swords. Look how gorgeous these cards are. And I really think that you need to have some type of, this reading is really about having a come to Jesus with yourself about what it is that you are truly looking for, and maybe not having any expectation or timeline in your head and allowing things to be what they are going to be. I do feel like and I don't know if I really want to put a timeline on this, I'm picking up within the next 3 months, there could be a Sagittarius that comes in that you start talking to. And their energy seems pretty solid, and they seem like a pretty decent person, but this is more about you potentially you have to look out for your own self-sabotage when it comes to meeting new people and relationships. And trust and believe, I get that. That was part of my therapy lesson today, was learning about my attachment style, and boy, was that weird. Okay. TMI. All right, Spirit, show me. I want to know more. I'm going to pull more on this, but I think allow yourself to... If there are some truths or some come to Jesus moments, Bailey, that you need to have with yourself, there may need to be some falling away of old beliefs here with this Tower energy, so that you can explore something in a way where you're not fighting with yourself. Does this make any sense to you, Bailey? I do see someone coming in. I'm picking up heavy Sagittarius energy. Makes sense, yeah. And so I think in the next 3 months, end of summer for sure, I feel like there's a Sag person coming in. And I don't really see any issues with them. It's more so you battling with yourself of like, how do I feel? Is this right? Am I... my head says this, my heart says this. Do I feel comfortable doing this? And Spirit is like, you are beautiful. Yes, you are this Queen of Wands. You have this person's attention. This is something decent that you can invest in. Are you willing to take the risk? Because there's always going to be a risk when it comes to romantic relationships, right? Spirit, show me this energy with the Sag. Wow. I don't know if you beat yourself up about things, but I feel like this relationship or this new dating opportunity could be this new dating, I don't want to call it an opportunity. I'm tripping over my words here. Meeting this new person in a dating situation is going to open an opportunity for you to be for Bailey to be Bailey without beating yourself up, accepting yourself for who you are, where you are, what you are, acceptance with what is, and moving forward. And I think it might identify some of your potential blind spots here I think there's room to grow and heal for you in this relationship, and I think this person could hold the space for you to do it. But I think that you need to forgive yourself and really not beat yourself up. There is some type of insecurity, I think, that's holding you back a little bit. But I do think that's something that you can overcome, okay? Let me see what else. Jessica says, attachment style is very important. Coming from disorganized attachment, working on becoming secure. I have a whole chart. We'll talk later, Jess. I'll wait to reveal that during your reading. If you want to know. It was frightening, actually. So we have pay attention to the red flags, but this is within your own energy, Bailey. Like what? You guys can really see my hands flying now. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. What is rising up within yourself? Okay? And I don't know if you are... I don't know if you're interested in women or if you're interested in just men or men and women, but there's something about the female... There's female themes coming up, or maybe how you relate to yourself as a feminine. I don't feel like this is the other person. This is you addressing the red flags within yourself. We have children here. I actually want to pull one more. heart-to-heart conversations. It is safe for you to love. I think that you would be on the same page with this person in regard to children, whether you wanted them or not wanting to have them. But yeah, these heart-to-heart conversations, like, I don't know that you've had opportunity to safely, as this card says, safely explore themes of your own femininity within like a safe relationship. Having deeper heart-to-heart conversations. Spirit, show me what else Bailey needs to know about this connection. We have the second house of Jupiter and Cancer. I think this person is generous with their money, and I think that they want to, so this person ain't broke, and they want to help the person that they are with financially. I think that there's a really beautiful reciprocity about this person when it comes to love and material resources. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Bailey, it was so nice to connect to you. I hope that reading makes sense for you. And we are going to move on to the beautiful Chris. Hey, baby Chris. I don't know why I called you a baby. I feel like you're my buddy. My buddy. All right, Chris, let's get into it. How's everyone feeling? How's everybody doing? I need eye drops. Thank you, newbie. It's all right. Newbie. All right. I'm just going down the list of my Chris. What do I want to do with Chris? So, hey, BB. All right, let's get into it, boo. We're going to use this one. And my new, like, office space is it's so perfect for, like, my little table and my new desk and my oracle cart. Like, it was like it was made for me. It's so great. I'm probably going to take it easy coming back. I probably will only do like 2 live streams this week, and then I'll start hitting it hard again. But I need to get my bearings back. It's been a grueling month. Okay. Oh shit. Let's see it. Lay it on me, boo. The Aries fire in me made me email a hiring manager with my resume and portfolio, and her boss as well, so I could get another interview. Oh, let's see. Hey, I've been there. I feel like... Do you have 2 questions, by the way? Probably, but... All right, let's see. Perfect. All right. So we got Chris for 2 and then Jess. All right, Spirit. Is Chris going to hear? Let me get my feet on the ground. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Spirit is saying bold, but not the end of the world. Bold, but not the end of the world. Because they know that you want it. Like, you're not playing games here. And a lot of times, I'll tell you what, like, there's a lot of, I don't think this was, when this whole situation went down, I know when we read about this wasn't like an FU to Chris of why they didn't hire. I think there's a lot of, like, whether it's corporate or not, like, red tape BS, right, that was going on. I don't think it's the end of the world that you did this. Spirit, show me, are you going to hear anything? Are you going to hear anything, Wheel of Fortune? Are you going to hear anything? So, I'm just the cat lady on the internet. This is entertainment purposes only. I don't know that this, and I don't want to lead you astray. I think I'm pretty transparent, right, about, like, I'm picking up on the energy at the time when I'm doing these readings, right? I think that there is another job at a different organization out there for you. I think it's possible that they could respond, but I don't think that it's going to be in a way where it's like you get some type of offer. I think that you need to cast a wider net and continue looking, because there is the perfect thing out there for you where you land in this new position where it's like, I'm the Queen of Cups. I know why all of this happened, and now, like, hindsight's 2020, it's just gonna feel right. And then looking back, like, a year from then, you're going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I'm in this instead of that other situation. And I know that may not help you in the moment. So they might respond to you and say, hey, Chris, thank you so much for sharing this. We're going to keep this on file or whatnot. But with this Hermit energy here, it's kind of, this Hermit is kind of like side-eyeing, like, this looks like another work opportunity. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent, in a work reading, can represent organizations. And I see you kind of moving on from this onto something else. So here's what I'll say. You've done everything that you can at this point in this situation. You really, like, you made a bold move. Don't be ashamed of making a bold move, because guess what? A lot of people don't make any moves at all. So don't beat yourself up about that. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. But I don't know that they are able to either hire more people, or there was red tape behind the scenes where it's like, and you'll see a lot of crap out there right now where there's like ghost jobs and blah, 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 where it's like, they'll post stuff, but they already know, like, who they're going to hire for the position. So it's all just a bunch of fake BS, right? So, yeah, the Eight of Swords. Don't let this get you down. Don't let this make you feel trapped. This isn't the only opportunity. Five of Cups. I think this was really upsetting. But I think this is to get you to open the door to other things. The more that you focus on, and I don't subscribe to the whole, like, the secret manifestation BS. I actually think it's very dangerous. I believe in the type of manifestation where you put yourself out there and you meet the universe halfway and you put in a lot of the legwork. And I'm talking a lot of the legwork, okay? When you cast that wider net, meaning Eight of Pentacles, you go to other organizations and you start applying for jobs and you start looking for stuff, the spirit and the universe is going to see that as a signal that, hold on, Chris is no longer laser focused on this one thing. Chris is open to other opportunities, so let's see what's available. You are meant to move on to something, but it's really just going to come down to timing. The other thing I will say is that Venus just went direct and Mercury, I believe, is still retrograde. Erica, welcome in. And so that being said, give things a little bit of time and be patient. And I know it's hard for an Aries to be patient, no shade, because you might feel like you're like, F this, I want to burn it to the ground. And then there's also that fire energy where it's like, I don't want to stop. You know what I mean? But I feel like you've done what you can do, make peace with that, with this hermit energy. Change your plans and focus on somewhere else. Let me take a look. So they may say, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. But their hands could be tied. Spirit, show me what else Chris needs to know right now. Protection. Whatever you don't get is a form of protection. I know people throw that around, but when you look back in your life, I swear to God, it is so true. We have illumination and we have focus. I think you need to shift your focus. And if you find out, if they don't reach out to you, which I feel like you're going to end up going somewhere else, there could be information that you find out about that company later on, or even from that person, where it's like, there could be something going on there that you don't know about, that you are being protected from, that you could find out about later. Courage. It's asking you to dig deep, Aries. We have grace. We have focus twice here. I think you need to shift your focus on something else. What you want, you will get. This just happened to be a closed door for you. But I feel like there's going to be another open door for you somewhere else at a different organization. Have grace with yourself. Have the courage to move on from this. And I know it freaking sucks. I look back on it, and I know I've told these stories before. When I look back on, there were jobs where I was devastated that I didn't get them. And now, hindsight 2020, looking back at them, I'm like, thank God I'm not working for that witch, and not a good witch. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I'm not doing that. Spirit's leading you exactly where you're meant to be and exactly where you're supposed to go. Yes. Yes, I can. Give me one sec, Chris. I want to grab a different deck. How long have I been on? Oh, wow, an hour. I'm doing pretty good for my first stream back. Can you see what's coming next in career from now through May? Now through May. Today is April 15th. Through May. Spirit, show me the energy, career energy for Chris. Show me very clearly what's coming in for Chris. What's coming in for Chris? Ten of Cups, King of Swords, the World, Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Seven of Cups, More options. Six of Wands, victory. So things are going to take a little bit longer than you'd like. However, the Three of Pentacles, you're going to meet the right people at the right time. Wow, Two of Cups, look at that. There is going to be the beginning of an end, right? The beginning of the end, I think, with your current job, I feel like it has kind of been in motion. I feel like mentally you are ready to go somewhere else. It's honestly just a matter of divine timing. Things don't exactly always work out the way that we want them to. In the timing that we want them to, but it's going to happen here. You will shine. The thing, this is so, I love this. With the star here, you're going to shine brightly for the people that are meant to see you. And the people that weren't meant to see your light are not able to see you. Does that make sense? And I feel like I am picking up on some masculine energy, so I think it is possible you could be hired by a man or be working with men. Or a man would be your main boss in this new situation, or you could find out about something through like a male friend or colleague. But the Seven of Pentacles and Hanged Man. So I think now through May, I think you're going to have your eyes peeled and you're going to feel a little bit annoyed because things are feeling slow and things are feeling like there's not a lot of movement. I think what you can focus on from now until May in career is just kind of stabilizing and feeling content with where you're at, because where you're at is technically everything's okay. Technically everything's fine, right? There's a lot of change in the world. There's a lot of change going on right now, but I think that you could start hearing and start discovering other opportunities that are around you. But I feel like things aren't really going to move until May. Late, hold on, we're in, yeah, so I would say mid to late May, things could start actually growing and morphing and moving forward. We're also going to be in Taurus season, which is going to be a really good ripe opportunity for you to plant new seeds for something to grow, which is good. But what I am seeing is there are more opportunities that you're not even aware of yet here with the Seven of Cups. Multiple opportunities where people are like, wow, the star, I see you, I choose you, I want you, and you having victory. So not only is it victory where it's like, I get what I want and I get another position, I feel like you're stabilizing your happiness when it comes to career. The other thing I will tell you is the grass, one of my favorite colleagues says to me, beautiful Capricorn, says to me, the grass is brown everywhere. Like if you're pissed off in your career, you have two options. Number one, you can't, well, she says the grass is brown thing. I say you can either, and because I've had to do this, you either change your attitude and mindset so that you can protect your emotional and mental health and figure out how to get through it, or B, you go somewhere else. And I think that I think it would be good for you to go somewhere else, because I think it's time for you to spread your wings and move on to something else and grow. Not because like it sucks there or you hate it there, but because I think that there's more of you that needs to unfold professionally, creatively, right? Like all of those things. And I do think it's coming. It's not coming as soon as you want it to happen. The Seven of Pentacles and Hanged Man are energy that is kind of held back. And the Hanged Man is asking us, can you shift your perspective in the short term in the situation that you are in now and accept things for as they are right now, because there is going to be a change. So now I can give a new analogy because I haven't been able to tell this analogy. I was having some real estate issues for a long time. And I basically told Spirit, I said, look, if you want me to stay where I'm at forever, like, this is fine, but you need to help me accept it. You need to help me accept it. And I've shared my stuff with you guys a little bit on here. And eventually, through that acceptance, one of the properties that I had lost had circled back around, and now I got to live here. So anyway, things work out in divine timing in very mysterious ways, and we don't always get to know why. But I do feel like you have soul contracts to a place that you are supposed to go. And if you believe and you ask for that acceptance, I do believe, I know I got a little esoteric and spiritual in this career reading, but I do feel that you are connected to this stuff. And I don't mean to lead you astray. I'm sorry that I feel like, I gave you a reading before and it felt like you were going in a different direction, but I think there's something better, and I think you're being protected from going to that other place. Let me see what else we have for Chris. Think it through. You can choose to be happy where you're at right now. Open up to change. The other thing I had to, this is going to sound crazy, Chris, but this was something that, and now another lesson I can talk about. I had to ask, when I was living in my apartment, I had to ask my apartment to let me go. I know that it sounds crazy because it's an inanimate object. You may have to ask your space, your environment to let go of you, because it may not want to let go of you. Because if you're treating it well, it may not want you to leave. And I think that was kind of one of the things that was happening with my situation, and we had to have a real come to Jesus. We have leave the past behind. I think you're ready to leave the past behind. And we have talk less, feel more. Maybe set up some rituals for yourself to kind of help break your energy and open your energy up to something new that you can bring in. Now, I don't believe, whatever, listen, I'm not trying to sell you anything over here, but when it comes to, there's a lot of fallacy. I actually reposted a video on my community tab. I don't believe in a lot of the mainstream manifestation BS out there. But I do believe we have the power to make real change in our lives. And I know you can do it because you have victory here. Let me know if you need any clarification, Chris. We have compassion. Compassion for yourself. Talent. Don't let this hit your... Don't let this hit your self-esteem. You do have the talent. You do have the ability. You are good enough. You are creative enough. We have blessings. There is a blessing coming. You just don't see it yet. And if it doesn't happen in May, it's on its way. It just hasn't happened yet. But I do think that there are going to be opportunities that pop up mid to end of May, things that you could find out about, apply for. Let me see what the Astro Dice says. What's coming in career for now through May? Now, this is interesting because we have Uranus here, we have the 6th house of day-to-day, and we have Sag, okay? Sagittarius is asking you to look at the big picture. Right now, Uranus is in Taurus, which is so funny because as soon as it went direct in my 4th house is when I was able to move. So astrology is a real thing. Anywho, I do feel like there are going to be changes for in your day-to-day routine in the month of May, because we have Uranus and Taurus right now. However, you can change up your day-to-day routine without you having a whole new life or a whole new job or a whole new whatever. I think you need to start approaching things in a new way, whether that be your day-to-day routine or your spiritual practice or whatever this is. Because I do think this is achievable. You are just, for whatever reason, Spirit is saying it's not time yet, it's not time yet, it's not time yet. But it is coming. And even if it doesn't happen on the timeline that you want it to happen, do you still have faith that it's happening for you? Because it really sucks. When you want a manifestation, you want something and you're like, oh my God, how much longer do I have to wait? I used to cry. I'd be like, I'm never going to have a home. Because I can't tell you how many things I lost through the years. And then poof, it finally happened. So, Chris, I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Let me know if you need any clarification. I'm sorry that you're going through this season right now. And I am hoping the best for you. Jessica, let's get into it, boo. Let's get into it, girly pop. I want to use, what do I want to use for our Miss Little Jess and her little BB? Oh, we're going to use the mother something. I don't remember what this one's called. The Earth Goddess Tarot or something. Girl, I don't know. Thank you, Chris. Truly, truly, like, I so value and appreciate you. And I am feeling a little bit vulnerable because I just feel like I didn't want to lead you down, like, the wrong thing. So, Chris. All right, Jess, let's get into it, girl. I got Jess and Erica on deck. Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm going to do last call for donations. General, yes you can. How is your little BB doing? All right. Okay. Got it, girl. I feel that. Healthy, happy. Oh my gosh, I love her. Give me 1 second here. Spirit, show me general reading for Jess. Last call for donations, guys. Up next we have Erica. All right, general reading for Jess. Let's see. I'm gonna get my feet back on the ground. Now I have this cool chair. Whoa. They're taking me right to your crown. Pay attention to your dreams and pay attention to your intuition right now, Jessica. And even when you struggle with insecurity or like intrusive thoughts, I'm not saying you are having intrusive thoughts, but like comparing and stuff like that, even if you are having a psychologically, how do I want to say this? A psychologically incorrect thought, right? Of like comparing and blah, 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 blah. Your intuition is still bang on. And I feel like your intuition is really strong right now. I just want to say that. Spirit, show me what's going on here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're mentally trapping yourself. We have the Six of Wands. Wow. Okay, so now okay, I understand now. So I'm seeing this situation where it's like everything around me should be good. Everything around me should, the Knight of Cups is really stalking all of our readings. Everything around me should be good. Everything around me should be great, and I should be so happy and grateful for everything. But on the inside, I feel like X. I feel like insert whatever, right? Insert the comparing, insert the, negative thought or whatever, or the insecurity. And I think that could be, and again, I just am cat lady. I'm not here to diagnose. I'm not whatever. That could be a natural fluctuation of what is going on with your hormones, right? Too. And I think that you can feel exactly how you need to feel right now. Because it's like, my relationship is good. I have a healthy child, my needs are met, things are fine, but I'm feeling this gnawing at myself. Another thing that can happen is sometimes if you are someone who has always had to worry about like security or waiting for the other shoe to drop, this is another thing I learned in therapy. Again, entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist. Please seek, professional resources. One of the things I learned in therapy was that when you're someone who is waiting for the other shoe to drop, always, and you're like hyper independent or hyper vigilant because of trauma, you are waiting for something to go wrong. And if nothing is going wrong, what do? You start picking at yourself. I do this all the time. And the Eight of Swords is talking about an illusion of, well, nothing's going wrong, so I'm going to beat myself up. Because it's hard to feel relaxed, it's hard to feel at ease. Because you've never had peace before, you've never had and potentially, right, I'm just saying here, like, this could be a reason why you're picking at yourself and comparing yourself, and it's like, Jessica doesn't need to be anything different. Everything's good, and you get to create the version of your life that you want. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, like everything should be happy. The Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, I should be celebrating and I should feel upbeat, but I'm kind of, in the background over here feeling like maybe I don't deserve this, or maybe I'm picking at myself, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles. I also am feeling like the Sun energy, but I haven't pulled that. We have the Five of Cups, and we have the Moon, interesting, the opposite of the Sun. We have the Ace of Cups here. So there is a lot of love around you, Jessica. We have the Two of Wands. I think part of the insecurity is, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next. I'm worried about, what am I doing career-wise? What am I doing professionally? Can I do it all? Can I balance it all? I think that so anxiety is like fear about the future, right? And they say, depression is, struggling with the past. And I think that you are kind of picking at yourself, maybe as a form of worrying about your future. I also think that there may be something that you never appropriately grieved here with this Five of Cups. And now that you're going through this new chapter of life, there could be some triggers that are coming up for you to heal. During my moving process, it was a very, very emotionally and psychologically challenging for me, in ways that I could have never imagined, right? Things that I had to face, right? And so now that even if I know this isn't your first child, but maybe this is your first child where this is your reality. And so you're having to come to peace with your new life and your new reality. The moon talks about fears. So I think that there's possible anxiety and fear about the future. And one of the tools that could help you do that is the Two of Wands, which I just dropped on the ground. Uno momento. The Two of Wands talks about making a plan for yourself. But if you don't know, look how beautiful these cards are. If you don't know where you're going or what you want to do, you would be fearful, right? So I think creating some type of, writing down a plan of what you want to do. Hi, Willow. Do not let fear rule you. Grieve things that you want to grieve. And I don't think anyone's looking at you, calling you out. I think this is all an internal thing that's going on with you. It's like there's so much beauty around you, but you're like, hold on, that the shoe's going to drop and I have to plan for the future. And if I stop and enjoy this now, I feel like I'm robbing time, or I'm robbing something from the future where I need to be like working so hard or worrying about, meeting the needs of the future self or the future family, but you're not there yet. Okay? But I think coming up with some type of plan, and maybe this is something you can do with your partner, right? I don't know if you've shared these feelings with him or if that's something you're open to doing, but coming up with some type of schedule or timeline. Sometimes, being a creature of habit or having a structure can sometimes make people feel a little bit more like in control. Says the girl with OCD. All right. Wow. North Node, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. We have day-to-day routine in North Node, and then we have a Gemini. So this is about thinking and working smarter, not harder. What little things can you change in your day-to-day life to make your life easier, right? Gemini, the 6th house rules your day-to-day routine, also rules your house of health. Make sure that you are your needs met? Are you drinking water? Are you taking supplements or medication or whatever it is that you do? Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's thinking about that, and I think that he's grateful. Here's the thing. Let me tell you a little something, Jessica, about what I learned in the last effing 4 weeks, okay? Here's what I'll tell you. I have a very messed up sense of my physicality. I feel very disconnected from my body, okay? And I don't know if this is going to help you at all. I painted, I won't even tell you how many square foot. I moved a bunch of shit alone, okay? I did so much crap. And I'm not going to cry. I'm fine. I have some really amazing and beautiful people around me. And one of the blessings, I know this is going to sound messed up, one of the blessings, and shout out if any of you guys are watching, one of the blessings that I have in my life right now are some of my very, very beautiful close friends have some pretty serious chronic illnesses to which I had never really seen before and or like experienced before, and I hated my body so much and thought I was so ugly, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. guess what? Do you know how much shit I was able to do in the last several weeks? And I had this huge come to Jesus moment where I was like, I don't care how ugly everyone else thinks my body is. Like, Spirit made me this way so that I can work my ass off and do all kinds of shit. And so think about it this way. You were able to birth this child and do the things that you need to do. And if you feel like your body changed or you're feeling insecure about that, I don't think that he is thinking about that, because the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. She's taking care of everyone around her. I don't even think that that's on his mind. I think that this is your own personal fear. And he's probably so grateful that you have the mind and body that you have so that you can take care of them in the way that you need to take care of them. There's a lot of love here. I don't even think this is definitely an internal thing. And I know what it's like to feel like, oh yeah, I feel ugly, I don't feel attractive, I gained weight, I'm this, I'm that, I've started, like, whatever, right? You enjoy your beautiful life for what it is, because we waste, as women, or sometimes men too, waste so much time hating ourselves because of our body, which is a temporary vessel, when our soul is forever. I'm going to leave that with you. Erica, you're up next, boo. And I think that's why I felt so, and I know this isn't about me, I think I felt, let me know if you need clarification, Jess. I think I felt so disconnected from my body because when I was, from a very young age, I realized that, like, we are not our body. This is just like a temporary vessel. And so I never really felt attached to my body, which is kind of weird. But anyways, thank you, Jessica. I hope that was helpful to you in some way. Erica, let's get into it, girl. Erica is up. Let me check on, all right, reading list is now closed. I have Willow in here. Question in PayPal. Give me one moment. One second. Okay. Question number 1. Okay. Will my husband get the job with the state of Florida as an administrator assistant? Spirit, show me. Number 2, is this just assistant to number, hold on, Erica, is this one question? I think so. I just didn't understand the assistant to. Got it, okay. Will my husband get the job with the state of Florida as an administrator assistant? He had the interview today. Spirit, show me the energy of Erica's husband. Will he get the job with the state of Florida? Give me 1 second. We're really not ready yet. Give me 1 second. Will he get this job? Will he get this job? He already had the interview. Yeah, things are looking really good. We have the Two of Cups, which is a good match. Finances, money for the job is looking really good. Page of Pentacles, it's a place that he could even potentially grow with a little bit. King of Wands, taking authority. Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I think there was a lot of competition for this job. You may have had some type of gut feeling about this job. He may actually, if he's interviewing with other jobs, Erica, he may get, he actually might get an offer for a couple different positions here with the Two of Wands, and will need to make a choice. The Four of Wands, things are going to feel right, and things are going to feel very at home. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and Eight of Wands. So he should hear back actually something pretty soon here. Entertainment purposes only. Let me see what else we've got here for Erica. I feel like your questions are always so straight and to the point, which I like. I think there was a lot of competition for this, and I think he was a standout, and it's a good match. Whoever he's going to be working with, or the people he interviewed with, they felt like it was the right vibe with him. We have clarity, we have good luck, love, and we have truth. He is still applying at other jobs because he has doubt about Florida. Yeah. I think this is a possibility, but there could be other opportunities that come where he's like offered two things at the same time and has to make a choice. Okay. You know what? Let's use the Moon deck. Your dreams need a practical plan. What does he need to release? A new romantic cycle begins. I always feel taking action. He's very close to achieving his goal. I feel like you guys always come through having a very strong bond, a very strong connection. So I'm going to say yes, Erica. Let me roll the Astro dice. I feel like this could really work out for him, as well as even something else where he gets to make a decision. Spirit, show me. We have Moon in the 3rd house with Gemini. He's really going to have to trust his gut when he's communicating with people. There is something about trusting his gut here. We have Truth, the High Priestess, and Moon in the 3rd house. Like, if he feels like, tell him to pay attention to, whether it's this job or another one, tell him to pay attention to how he feels when he's talking to certain people, whether it's good or bad. Oh, you said he is a Gemini. Very cool. Yeah, so he is, he probably is able to read people pretty well then. I would say Geminis are a good, have a good barometer for that. And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I think thank you so much, Erica. I think that we are, dropping the Astro dice. I think we are pretty much done. I think that was all she wrote. Thank you guys for coming here. I know it's been a minute. I'll probably do one more live stream this week. I'm not sure when. I have to rest myself because I almost killed myself moving into this new home. It was not easy. It was not easy at all, but I'm here and I survived and I did it. And I have more work to do. I'm thinking about painting my office this yellow color. I know you guys are probably like, ew, that's really ugly. but I like weird colors. So it's gonna be some type of mustard, I have a feeling. I might wallpaper in here, but I feel like that would be a little challenging, so I gotta figure it out. But anywho, I can't thank you guys enough. I've been itching to get back to doing readings. I've been itching to get back to do readings, so thank you guys for everything. And coming back even when I take off a month to move. So I will see you guys in the next one. A newbie, thank you so much for hanging out and keeping our list going. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!